In May 1982, 4 Argentine agents were prowling around the Spanish city of Algeciras. Their objective was to carry out a sabotage operation, sinking British ships stationed in Gibraltar with underwater mines. The reason, if you know your dates, you already know it was because of the Falklands War. The result was material for a spy novel with a bit of comedy. Are you interested in knowing why? Okay, then stay until the end of the video. Can you imagine what your own voice would sound like speaking Chinese, German, or Urdu? With Bribe, it's possible. It's the most affordable and accessible AI-powered dubbing and video editing platform on the market. Do you have a business project where you need to create videos? Bribe translates your content into dozens of languages in seconds. Click on the link in the description and the first comment to get a 20% discount with the code SEBAS20. First, let's put ourselves in context. On April 2, 1982, the Falklands War began, which we've talked about so much on this channel. During the dispute over the islands, which lasted 2 months and 12 days, the United Kingdom showed clear military superiority almost the entire time. The then commander of the Argentine Navy, Jorge Isaac Anaya, perhaps inspired by the Vietnam War, where the weak overcame the strong through sabotage operations, he devised Operation Algeciras. The plan was to infiltrate 3 commandos into Algeciras, Spain, just a few kilometers from the British territory of Gibraltar, to sink their ships stationed there. To be honest, Anaya was not looking for a simple act of sabotage, but was pursuing a strategic objective. It turns out that the British had deployed a substantial part of their fleet in the South Atlantic, leaving some of their NATO responsibilities in Europe uncovered. If ships that remained in European waters were sunk, could NATO allies have pressured Margaret Thatcher to bring some of her ships back? The most paradoxical thing about this operation is that even though Galtieri's government was still part of the national reorganization process, therefore, as part of Operation Condor and being a staunch anti-communist, he hired 3 Montoneros, experts in underwater sabotage. Just as a reminder, the Montoneros were far-left guerrillas who fought against Videla's dictatorship. Deals with the devil? Well, yes, it was worth it. Here comes the tragicomic part. The infiltrators were sent to Spain without military plans of Gibraltar, so their guide was maps of the provinces of Cádiz and Málaga, bought at El Corte Inglés. Likewise, all the purchases of the equipment they needed for the sabotage were made in cash. This raised suspicions with the Spanish police, who detained them thinking they were drug traffickers. When their fake passports were discovered, they were captured. It is said that when the infiltrators confessed, they were on a secret mission, the police told them. Man, if I had known that one day you would make an English ship, I would have left you because the English stole Gibraltar from us. Coincidentally, the Spanish president at the time, Leopoldo Calvo Sotelo, happened to be in Malaga at that moment. When he found out, he personally put the infiltrators on his official plane to return to Madrid and then discreetly deported them to Buenos Aires. That is, maybe he shared the anti-British opinion of the police officers. But Spain had joined NATO exactly 1 day before the infiltrators were captured on May 30th, so making enemies with the United Kingdom wouldn't have been a very wise decision. 2 weeks later, the Falklands War ended with an overwhelming Argentine defeat. So now it's time to let our imagination run wild. And if Operation Algeciras had succeeded, the outcome of the war could have been different. There is no doubt that it would have had a psychological and propaganda impact by showing that Argentina could strike the United Kingdom on its own territory. However, Spain would have been dragged into a diplomatic predicament. As already mentioned, the country had just joined NATO, so it would have been forced to side with London. Also, I think it was somewhat naive to believe that Thatcher would have given in to NATO's pressure to order her ships to return from the Malvinas, if that even happened, which I don't see as very likely either. She earned the nickname the Iron Lady for a reason, because she didn't give in to pressure and her determination was very strong. On the other hand, by the time the operation was aborted, the war was almost decided on the ground. 2 weeks later, Puerto Argentino fell to the British, so Operation Algeciras wouldn't have changed the outcome of the war much. But it sure left us with a story full of funny anecdotes and ideological contradictions from the Argentine government. Do you think that if the British fleet had been sunk in Gibraltar, the outcome would have been different? British? Gibraltar?